Here at Bottle Shock, we try wines blind, and we generally like to try wines from the old world, so not the new world where we are in Australia. We generally try wines from France, from Italy, we've got a big love for German wines, but there's one that kind of sneaks under the radar, and it's maybe the largest wine producing country in the world, and that's Spain. Luckily for us today, we're doing a bit of a blind tasting of 6 different wines from Spain. We don't know where they're from, what they are, we don't even know they're from Spain in the video, but there's 6 different wines, but we're gonna see if we can guess where they're from, and maybe we'll be surprised by the quality of them.
6 wines from the same country. We need to identify where they're from, but what's more than that, are they any good?
Wine number 1. I mean, it smells like champagne, dude.
Smells sparkling. It smells like that sort of like underripe level of sparkling.
That's really good. That delivers on the promises that other sparkling wines have made to me, where they're like, oh, it's gonna be like sparkling apple juice, like from your childhood, and then you taste it and you're like, this tastes like it's for grown-ups. Hell nah.
It is interesting sparkling. There's a degree of ripeness here, a slight cheesiness. And that sort of cheesiness comes from autolysis. That being said, one caveat here, could be Franciacorta, which is a little bit more robust style of sparkling.
This is a sparkling wine that I would drink with regularity, excitement, and potentially a lot less money. I reckon this is gonna be pricey.
Not the biggest fan. Its acidity is actually sitting much broader and much lower. That could be part of the style though. Could absolutely be part of the style. I'd spend around about $40 a bottle on it and I would buy 3.
I reckon that is $150 a bottle, and I will have a dozen and any others that the fellas didn't buy, because that is bubbly apple juice for grown-ups, and I love it.
Wine number 2. It looks like an orange wine. Look at that, how dark that is.
Or it's a skin contact Pinot Gris. Wow.
Wow, smells amazing though.
It smells like fancy dog shampoo. Like, it doesn't smell like perfume that a human would wear. It's either that or sweat, I don't know, but it smells good.
Very ripe tropical fruits without being very floral, like lanolin level. Like, it looks like an orange wine, but I'm not too sure it is.
Is that an orange wine? I reckon it's an orange wine. If it's not, it's very oxidatively handled and something like very aromatic and nutty and weird and interesting. It smells like apricot.
It is delicious. It is a really complex wine that just kind of like, everything is perfect. That is all class, broad. That's actually quite a sleeper of a wine. Very impressed with that wine. I'd pay $60 a bottle for that, and I would buy probably 6 to 12.
Well, I have a dozen of that too, and I'll pay, well, the new 38 with tariffs and whatnot seems to be 45, so $45 a bottle for that.
But it is a very good wine. Wow. Wow. Where do you come from?
Pink. What does that mean? It's probably gonna be rosé, isn't it? Unless it's skin contact Pinot Gris, our old arch nemesis.
A rosé, evidently. But it's got this really peculiar orange hue to it.
Smells like feet and smoked salmon. As if there was a fish processing plant in a high school drama classroom.
Nuttiness on the nose, which is really quite peculiar. Not a fault in any way. I think it's probably more a product of the style and how the wine's been handled.
Yeah. I think my palate is so used to like simplistic processed foods. Sometimes the complexities of a well put together pastry almost overwhelm me, and I yearn for just like a sponge with cream and raspberry on it. And that's what this is giving. It's giving like deliciousness, but a complexity that I don't quite appreciate.
Incredible wine. It reminds me of the risottos of Italy. I'll be brutally honest. And I think more like Tuscan and further south. Definitely sitting on the more savory end, even like color-wise, it looks like it's on the more savory end. Oh, like high 30s, $38 a bottle for this, and I'd buy 6 bottles. I think it's very good.
I just want to focus on one thing at once. Give me sweet, then give me savory, or give me savory, then give me sweet. And I feel like this is doing a little bit of both. So I reckon this is excellent. I reckon it's gonna be expensive. I reckon it's $90. I reckon I'll buy 1 bottle of it.
Wine number 4. Going into the reds. There is a hint of Garrigue here that's providing a little bit more aromatic interest and savouriness.
Looks like light, juicy red wine. Could it be Pinot Noir? The French love their Pinot Noirs. The updated glasses, not only in the studio, but also on my face. I've got glasses now, I'm getting old. Is like leaning in to smell these. I always have my glasses touch the glasses and it feels weird. Any tips for new glasses wearers? Drop them below in the comments.
Lovely structure, fairly present, not overt. Definitely not weighing the wine down, but without it, the wine would be very flabby. But so it is like almost like perfectly pitched.
Would I drink it again? Yeah. Would I be excited about it? Depends who I was with.
It doesn't feel Australian, it feels Italian. Very impressive. I don't think it's gonna come in at a very big, like high price point. I'd probably part with around about like $40 a bottle for it, and I would buy 3 to 6.
I'm changing. It's not $60. I reckon that's cheap as chips. I reckon that's $20. I reckon that's like vin de country.
I'm looking for a wine that kind of does everything all the time. You know, usually I'm having, say, spicy food, so I'm gonna need a wine that is particularly piquant or particularly lifted in a, like an area or aspect of the wine in its own right, very unbalanced. But in the right scenario, it actually heightens the meal. This wine does everything kind of moderate. Because of that, kind of a bit boring.
Wine number 5. Oh yeah. Roasted nut and herb scent to it. I love the way the Americans say herbs. Herbs.
All right, this one's more sort of cherry driven, lifted, almost sitting like feeling a little bit Gamay-esque on the nose.
I like that a lot. I like that a lot. No idea what the variety is, but it's got this like lovely strawberry little pop in it, which I wasn't expecting from such a herby boy.
Oh, wow. Really bright, crisp, lively acidity dances along the palate. Very fun wine, very interesting, incredible.
Spritzy? That's not spritzy, don't be ridiculous. Yum, into it. Buying some dozens.
I'd pay around about $45 a bottle for it, and I'd buy 6. If this is in the 20s to 30s, it is an outrageously good value wine. Very good for a great purpose. I think that's it's like purposefully driven drinking here. And finally, wine number 6. Whoa.
Damn, dog. You got barrels where they make these? I reckon they do.
This smells like burger rings, which I'm not too sure you have outside of Australia. But they are a type of like, I don't know, crisps chips, and it smells like this.
I got no idea which country these are all from, hey? Because like, first thing tasted like champagne that I had 12 years ago, so I was like, French. The rest of the wines don't taste particularly French. They don't taste full-bodied enough. They taste a little bit light. So based on that, I'm thinking maybe like some obscure country that's still figuring out its winemaking to a certain degree. I don't know. I'm so scared of saying mean things now after I said some things about Safa.
I have no idea what that is. But that is cool. The tannin on it's fantastic. It's robust, it's full, it's there. It's got a lot of structure. Got a great amount of acid there as well. So there's a lot going on. You can see my eyebrows being raised. It's sort of like, oh wow, here we are. Everything's sort of turned up a notch, except the palate weight and flavor isn't overbearing.
Really thin, really watery. It's Chinese, and China did go through a bit of a period where they were like faking French estate wines, which would explain the first bubbly. 6 bottles. No, it's a dozen though. I'd like drinking that. I'm phrasing it as if I'm meant to be like, oh, it's not as serious as the other one. I like it.
I'd probably part with around about $30 a bottle, maybe 35, and I'd buy 6. I think that these don't come from Australia.
Dude, if China comes off here, that's gonna be the most insane prediction we've ever had on this show. You might never see me again. I'll be running like a lap of Australia to celebrate.
Spain is certainly top of mind, but I don't think these are the classical varieties of Spain. I'm gonna say that all of these wines are Italian.
Let's find out what the fellas think.
Gentlemen,
Yes.
guess the country, a little classic geo-guesser as we're kind of calling it.
We love it.
How'd we go?
I have a guess.
Yeah.
It wasn't so like in your face, like I was expecting it to be in your face. I don't know. How'd you find it? Did you have like one that screamed at you?
Yes, but I almost was like, it was like so much like a horse I almost want to call a zebra.
Hey.
I was like, I feel like this is a country, but I feel like it's kind of not that country. It's
okay.
like,
So I had one wine that reminded me of a specific wine that I had in my past when I was in this country. So I was like kind of locked into that. But then I started looking for stripes, and I'm like, you know a country that tried to imitate a certain country's winemaking style and started putting chateaus around everywhere, and we've tasted some wine from them that's a little bit watery and thin, but kind of interesting. So I thought it was China imitating France. I ended up with China as my guess here. And if it is China...
that is one of the all-time greats.
Just you wait, because these kind of thin little red things.
Yeah, these vexed me. I was in Spain here, maybe. This is interesting.
What's that?
We'll
Is that
get
alright?
that.
Yeah.
And I went to, at the end of all this, I went to Italy.
Yeah, I mean, there was such a part of me that was like Italy, but then I was like, I've never seen Italian wine look like that. I feel like that's too primary and not like savory enough for Italian reds. And so I was just like, so we got awesome fizz. We got a kind of interesting like oxidative white. We've got whatever the fuck that is, and then 3 really pretty reds, and I'm like,
France?
Okay. I was like, is it a zebra? No, just fuck it. It's a horse.
It's a horse. It's France. Okay, cool.
Wine number 1, yum.
Yum.
Yeah, 3 dudes that like champagne. Fuck yeah, cool.
Yeah, this wine reminded me of when I was 17 and I turned up to my French homestay family and they were like, would you like to try some Ruinart? That's what it reminded me of.
Do you reckon there's a Ruinart? It could be.
So that's where I was like, okay, if this is reminding me of that, I may as well go on it, and it's French. And then I got down here and I'm like, they kind of taste like watery wine, and we had some watery wine-ish from China, so French equals China.
I don't care what the fuck, where it was from.
delicious.
I loved it. I want 12. I'm happy to pay $80. That's delicious.
What did 3 for $40?
You're an idiot, and you should be.
You should be embarrassed by that opinion.
If it's $40, give me 15,000. This is awesome.
Dozen for 150.
If this is Ruinart, that's fucking elite from you. Brut Natur Vineyards. This is Spain? Is this fucking Cava?
Wow. You serious?
Is this fucking Cava? Holy shit, that is the best Cava I've ever had.
That is the best Cava I've ever had.
What's Cava?
So, Bottle shock! That's the shtick.
So Cava is it's, you know, it would be a liken to a cross between, I would say, champagne and prosecco, but from Spain. It's probably like largely can be made from a number of different things. There's even like Grenache Blanc, Grenache Noir is going into Cava as well. And it's all the same methodology and traditional method, I believe, is Cava.
So is Cava just like sparkling wine from Spain?
Yeah, with native Spanish grape varieties.
Cool. Okay, so it's the champagne of Spain.
Yes, most Cava costs about $25 and smells like a bike tire. It doesn't all taste like this.
That's unreal.
This
Well,
is
this is cool.
absolutely amazing.
This is cool.
So it's not French, it's not from China, but it is a sparkling wine that begins with the letter R, and I'm taking that as a huge risk.
This is the Ruinart of Spain.
So now it starts to make sense, that sort of broadness,
Yes.
the heat, and it makes all of this now starts to,
Yes,
that's a
this all makes
Rosado,
sense.
these are cool, awesome,
Fuck,
awesome.
That's amazing Cava. Okay, anyways. Wine number 2.
Wine to line up for me.
Was it orange?
Yeah, it's oxidative.
Love it.
Yeah, because
It's probably Palomino, and I think it is just outrageously yummy.
I mean, this could be an alternative style.
Wow, this is so good.
It's not typical white Rioja, but yeah, I think it is like an oxidatively handled white wine at a skin contact. Palomino makes a lot of sense. But
66.
yeah, a dozen and 45. It really reminded me of the oxidatively handled whites coming out of China at the moment. So hats off to Spain for being able to get that style down.
Yeah, I was 6 for 60 as well. I love that you just gave this an absolute like baking, where it's just like, this is one of the best ones I've ever had. It's like 6. Well,
Yes.
so this is Priorat. So this would be Grenache Blanc, I reckon. $95. I think for that is pretty awesome for what the
Especially
wine is.
Terra our Límit as well, like quite a like well-known producer. And actually, I'll be honest, like the white a little bit more than the reds that I've had from them.
I mean, that's just silky and smooth, whereas those reds are more like rustic and like earthy.
Rosado?
This was weird. This was weird.
It's weird.
I loved it.
I didn't.
For me, it was Rosado, or Rosato. It's that sort of. I actually went down the path of like Sangiovese Nebbiolo on skins. It gets that sort of like. It's a really specific orange.
It could be Garnacha Gris, because it's so oxidative. It's so nutty and savory,
nutty.
and I was like, this is kind of wacky. But for that, I was kind of like, I'd drink the shit out of this.
You're convincing me to spend more money on this, Noah. I said 38 and 6. But I mean, I'd go to 12 now. You've convinced me.
Henry?
I'd $90 for one bottle.
Wow, you reckon it was a Speno one?
I thought it was Provence Rosé. I don't understand it now. I was confused as shit.
But from China.
We're from China.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I was 80
that's what I'm hearing.
I was $80 and 12 for this. I think it's
Oh,
rules.
yeah, cool.
This is Priorat Rosat, so Garnacha, 2021. So Clos Mogador.
How much
Also
does it set me back?
$125.
Yeah.
Told you it was weird and expensive.
Yeah.
Well, you nailed that. I'll give you that.
Yeah. But it's also like, it's Priorat. Like,
It's Priorat. It's
so
Priorat
it's like,
tax.
yeah, it's Priorat tax. It's
Yes.
Garnacha. I'm okay with it. Like,
Cool.
Because like you think about the complexity you're getting, it's there. So it's not that just because it's rosé doesn't mean it should
Of
be
course,
cheap.
yeah.
No,
yeah,
you're not
yeah.
wrong.
It's Priorat Rosé.
Number 4, yum.
It's like chewy but watery Fino.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I called it Gamay.
Yeah.
So I know I'm wrong. Delicious. It's juicy. It's vibrant. It's pretty.
Could be Bobal.
Yeah.
as well.
Could be.
Could be Menthea. Like there's
Could be
been some
Menthea.
like
Yep.
Cab-Mackie examples of that.
3 to 6 bottles and 40. I was like in that yum space, but I wasn't like so committal to jump at it.
I think this is when I started thinking about them being Chinese because I was like, $60. Wait, hang on, maybe it's from China and it's weirdly cheap. $20. I got 3 of them.
Juicy. I was 6 for 60 for this one. I was yummy.
Have red and yellow flags.
Tinto Fino.
Fine.
Bodega Cinco Leguas. Vin Rouge red wine, product of
Madrid.
Spain.
How much is it? $32.
That's great for 32
That's
bucks.
a good wine for $32.
That's delicious. No, I feel like Tinto Fino is a synonym for another great variety. Wine number 5. Oh yeah, I love this too as well.
Dude.
I don't want to pay heaps for it, but I drink the shit out.
Herbie.
This was probably my favorite red of the lineup, easily, and my second favorite of the lineup. That stemmy, sapid thing going on, I really enjoyed. The acidity, the liveliness of this, I really enjoyed.
Yeah, the nose of this, I was saying, it reminded me of like, you know when you're doing a recipe and it's just like, take your kitchen string and tie up a whole pile of herbs that you don't have access to right now. That's what I imagine those herb bunches are going to smell like.
Loved it.
I was
All
super
about
into it. Dozen, $6 a bottle, I was going to pay for that.
I was 32, but I'd have 12. Like I would just want to chug this.
45 and 6.
Like that bright burst
Oh,
of
it
strawberry.
pops,
Yeah,
man.
dude.
Fruity pop.
It's awesome.
Dude. Correct. This is Rayos
Hey.
Uva, Olivier, Riviere, Vinos, Rioja. Fucking hell. So
We've had
is,
this before. That's temp.
Yeah, temp
Or
Garnacha
maybe
or
not,
blend. Yeah, temp Garnacha. I need to start saying Garnacha more.
Garnacha.
Garnacha. But fuck, that's yummy. And yeah, again, great branding. Like
42
fun,
bucks.
but like
Yeah.
kind of traditional at the same time. 42
Good
bucks,
value.
that's ripping. I mean, I think that's the kind of wine that we like in Australia, where it's juicy, it's fresh, but it has that kind of Spanish
I think
rusticity
we had
to
this
it.
a couple of weeks back and it did pretty well.
I don't
I
remember.
don't recognize the label.
Yeah.
I probably wasn't here. This is one you do without me, dogs.
Hear me out.
Yeah, go on.
Smell this.
Yeah.
Do you know burger rings?
Yeah,
Yeah, I know
intimately.
burger rings.
There is like...
I've
there
had
is-
many playgrounds.
There's a lot of paprika in that. There's a lot of paprika in that.
I said Wheat Bix.
Wheat Bix? Yeah.
It smells like
Say
fucking
that
Wheat
too.
Bix.
Jesus
It
Christ.
smells like Wheat
I
Bix.
actually think I like Wheat Bix.
This is aromatically one of the most vexing wines.
It's fascinating.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if it's cork, and I'm not sure if it's Brett, I'm not sure if it's the variety, I'm not sure if it's McCaptain, I'm not sure. I don't think it's a fault. I actually think it's from the variety or from the barrel. I don't know, man, but that is like, it's like pure MSG, if MSG had a
Shit.
smell. Like,
It smells like fucking
so
Wheat
cool.
Bix. And then when you taste it, you're like, yum.
yeah, it's a really good wine. It's a really good wine.
I got a dozen of it. Loved it. But I was just like, where is it? Where'd it go?
That's why I didn't pay that much for it. I wanted $35, but I'll take 100%.
I was
Wine,
6 for 70.
Dozen 50, super into it. Like a lot of the wines in the lineup today.
Graphite-y, stemmy thing.
Comando G.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know exactly the price. I think this might be $105.
Feels like it.
It's rubbed off a little bit.
Plus
It
it's
looks like one.
405.
I think that for $100 is really cool.
Yeah.
I think that's really cool for $100. I would still, I know I didn't pay that much for it, but that thinness, it's a Commando G thing, and we see it a little bit out of, say, like the Vanguardist Grenaches here at home, where
Yeah.
just the use of, like, that'll be 100% over. Well,
Yeah, I'm down for that, dude. That is the best Cava I've ever had. I've never had a yummy Cava. They all taste like a fucking burnout. That's delicious. That is one to line up. I agree.
What do you want?
I was in between these two,
I also really enjoyed
I
that.
also really liked that.
and you had 12 of that, and how much?
I had 6 of that.
6 and 12, 12 and 12, and 12 and
3.
6. I'll come up for that.
Yeah.
I want to see a Cava win.
No, they
To our
said it
limit's
would
done
never
pretty
happen.
well.
They said it would never happen.
But a Cava won.
The ruiner of Spain. Cava Chameleon. Let's go. Dude.
Also, that Priorat Rosé fucking rules. And that's actually
was
an
very
awesome
cool.
lineup.
It's
That's
very
awesome
cool.
lineup.
These are probably some of the most compelling Spanish wines that we have had.
couple of banging reds, like super delicious, crazy wacko rosé. That
Yeah.
texture, that oxy skinsy white is delicious. Best Cava of all time that I've had, and then some really awesome Commando G. Killer.
The best news is the bottle's open. It's got to be drunk now, and we got a podcast to shoot.
Oh no.
Oh well.
Oh no.